Russia will now equip its new nuclear submarines with hypersonic missiles, according to the head of the country's largest shipbuilder, the CEO of United Shipbuilding Corporation, telling Russian state news agency RIA on Monday that all of the nation's new Yasin-class nuclear submarines will be equipped with Zircon hypersonic cruise missile systems, Putin calling them part of a new generation of unrivaled weaponry. Retired four-star Air Force General Phillip Breedlove, who served as NATO's Supreme Allied Commander for Europe from 2013 to 2016, here with me now. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. General, I have to say, these Zircon missiles, in reading up about them, travel 6,000 miles an hour or nearly 2 miles a second. Are they unstoppable?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on. And I think the first answer I would give you is no, they are stoppable. We have heard much about Russia's missiles like this, and they have been used in Ukraine. And frankly, they have underperformed in Ukraine. So we need to be intellectually honest. This is a big problem. Any missile shot from a submarine is a problem for a nation like the United States that has so much coastline. So we need to take this threat seriously, but they aren't this magic new weapon that's going to change the face of the earth.
But they are being equipped on these new subs, which would be the new development. But Zircon missiles have already been used in their counteroffensive to Ukraine. So what has Ukraine been doing to stop them?
So what we saw in the beginning of the war, if you remember, the first time the hypersonics were shot were over near Lviv, and they were shot at big non-military targets like apartment buildings to begin with, because I don't think Russia knew how well they were going to work. And frankly, they found out their accuracy was not what they thought it was going to be. And so they stopped shooting them for a while. We in the West, mainly our allies, have provided Patriot missiles of various types to Ukraine, and the Patriots have delivered capability. They have performed way better than Mr. Putin thought against his hypersonics. So once again, these are a tough opponent. These are hard things to solve, but they are not the be-all to end-all weapon, and the West has managed to do well against them in actual combat conditions.
Well, I love the optimism that you're providing during our conversation here. I know this news was breaking at the same time a Russian Defense Minister, Sergei Shoigu, visited the former Soviet Union's nuclear testing facilities in the Russian Arctic. So coupled with the Zircon reporting on those submarines, what signal is Russia sending, or in a lot of cases, what kind of propaganda is Russia trying to push?
Well, you hit on it at the very end. Russia is desperate to change the narrative. Things are not going well for them in Ukraine. Yes, the Ukrainian counteroffensive is going a little slower than the world wanted, but most real military watchers expected pretty much what we're seeing. And the tide is turning against Mr. Putin in Ukraine. And so these announcements about these missiles, these are no mistake. These are trying to change the narrative. You've seen Russian aircraft now almost 3 days in the last 5 along the coastlines of Alaska and things. Russia is desperate to take the world's eyes off of the fact that its military is failing it in Ukraine, and it needs to get the attention on something more threatening. Therefore, we're hearing about Zircons. Therefore, we're seeing deployments along our coast.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.